up, my friends? Welcome back to Church at Home. Today we are going to learn all about worship, and we are going to do a fun game, and we're going to do some worship songs. It is going to be a jam-packed service today, so I hope you guys are ready, and I hope you guys are excited. Let's see what's next.
I've heard stories of kings and kingdoms, heard about the royalty of queens and diamonds. They've got one thing in common: they fall, 'cause their crown is borrowed from you. You, Lord, reign forever and ever and ever. You, Lord, reign forever and ever and ever. My Bible tells me so, and I believe it. place in his kingdom, child of the King of Kings. Yeah, that's who I am. No one can take that away from me now. 'Cause I got you, Jesus. You Lord, reign forever and ever and ever. You Lord, reign forever and ever and ever. My Bible tells me so, and I believe it. Forever and ever and ever. You Lord reign forever and ever and ever. My Bible tells me so, and I believe it. You Lord reign forever and ever and ever. You Lord reign forever and ever and ever. My Bible tells me so, and I believe it.
Hi friends, welcome back to our game.
We're so excited that you're here with us today. So last week, our winner, without a doubt, was, drum roll please, Miss Megan! So, Miss Megan is the winner for last week. So you know what to do this week. You're gonna have to vote on our game video and let us know who you think wins.
Today we are going to do nursery rhyme rap battle.
What?
That's why we look so cool today, you guys.
So lit.
That's the only reason. So the way that this is going to go today is each of us are going to take 2 nursery rhymes and we are going to make a rap out of them.
Oh.
But then you guys are going to vote for who you want to win by doing the same thing in the comments and on Instagram. We are going to see who will win this week's challenge.
Oh yeah, let's do it. About to drop some words. The wheels on the bus go round and round and round, round and round and round, round and round and round. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. The wheels on the bus go round and round and round, round and round and round, all through the town.
Five little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and he bumped his head. Mama called the doctor. The doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed."
hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. Tick tock, tick tick tock, tick tock, tick tick tock. Oh, hickory dickory dock. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock.
Haha. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed that spider out. Out came the sun and it dried up all that rain. Itsy bitsy spider, he went up that spout again. All right, my friends, we want you guys to tell us who won that rap battle, because obviously we're both gonna vote for ourselves.
Obviously, I did so good.
I think I did pretty good too.
Hickory dickory dock. Oh!
I have no comeback to that.
We did it, guys, and it was really fun for us. No matter who wins or loses, it was really fun to be a little silly. So make sure you vote for us, because we actually do care a little bit about who wins. Just a little bit. See you guys next time.
Peace.
I'm going to try to explain this in the simplest way possible. So scholars and researchers have done tons of study on the brain during worship, like what happens in our minds when we worship and sing to God. When we listen to music, any music, not just worship music, a lot of our brain is really active, especially the areas that process sound. But also, your brain is active in your left temporal lobe. That's where language happens. And in the right hemisphere, that's where creativity happens. And in your corpus callosum, that's the channel of neural pathways between both hemispheres of your brain. See, there's one level of neuroactivity associated with just listening to music, but there's a whole nother level of activity that happens when it comes to actively participating in or creating together, as we do when we're singing. When you look at what happens in a room full of Christians singing praise music, it's incredibly participatory compared to just being at a concert or listening in your car. Everyone who is singing along is contributing to the environment of the room, and that whole "we're all in this together," it amplifies the effects that music has on our thoughts and our awareness. And this comes with lots of benefits. First, an increased capacity to process language. Second, a positive state of mind. Third, a higher sense of self-worth and self-esteem. When we worship together, a room full of brains start to create these neurological patterns that are similar to each other. We see this in a brain scan. As people start to contemplate everything that's happening, the lyrics, the singing, the environment of the room, you start to rise and transcend your focus beyond yourself. You go from thinking about yourself and your needs to your family, to your community, to your city, to your part of the world, to all of humanity, and then ultimately to God. You see, worship steps you into these broader views of reality. This transcendent state is amplified by the music and by everyone doing it together. And because of our social identities, because of the power of music, because of the participation that's happening, it creates such an elevated experience. It gives a greater chance for other people to join in and to experience God. So yeah, worship is not just about singing. Worship actually helps us say, it's not about me. Worship unifies us with God and others.
Friends, how cool is that video that's about worship? I think that is so important to know exactly what is going on in our brains and how worship with other people towards God actually connects us towards each other and God in our brains. I think that is the coolest thing ever. I think that it's so important to know that worship is such a connecting thing that we do, and it's not just something at church where we're forced to stand up and sing and do something that we don't really want to do. . 'Cause Friends, worship isn't something that we just do at church. Friends, worshiping is when we genuinely devote whatever we are doing. We give up what we want to do for what God wants us to do. And in the Bible, it even tells us that God is worth worshiping entirely. I think that that is so important for all of us to know, especially right now, because we are not at church. We aren't doing all of the things that we would normally do. So I want you guys to think about this week how you can worship God while we're still at home. How can we worship God while we're still at home? I think that that is such an important question to think about right now. Maybe you have to do school online this year. Or maybe you're really upset because we're doing church at home instead of church in person. Maybe you guys really miss that. But I want you to think about how can you connect with God and other people even while you might be at home. But I want you guys to think about how you can connect with God while you're still at home. That's really hard to do, but I believe in you guys, and I think that if you really think about it, there are ways that you can connect with God while you're still at home. Friends, maybe you can worship God by listening to worship music at home. Maybe close your eyes and imagine that you're at church. Or you can do fun things around your neighborhood. Maybe you can write Bible verses or prayers with chalk on the sidewalk that other people can see. That, you guys, you have no idea how much little things like that could impact someone's day. Maybe they were having a really hard day and they saw your Bible verse on the sidewalk and that just made their day so much better. You can write down prayers in a notebook, or you can write down worship lyrics in a notebook, or you can even write down Bible verses in a notebook. That's a form of worship too. There's so many ways that we can worship God that's not just through singing. I really want for you guys to find some ways that you really love to worship God, because if you do those things every single day, that is going to be a game changer. You will feel so close to God and you will feel so close to others while you find those ways that you love to worship. Maybe singing isn't your thing. That's okay. It doesn't really matter to God what our favorite form of worship is. All that really truly matters to God is that we are bringing glory to Him and we are becoming closer to Him. That's all He wants for us. We are invited every day, my friends, to grow closer to God and grow closer to other people through worshiping God. And I think that that is such an amazing opportunity that we cannot pass up. There's so many awesome examples of worship in the Bible, and I really want to encourage you guys to look through them. Friends, we're going to go into a couple more worship songs, and I really want you guys to focus on what you love during these worship songs and how you can bring worship to God through the things that you love. Let's go right into these worship songs, you guys, and really think about it. I love you guys, and so does Jesus.
Jesus. guides my feet. Your word is more precious than gold. I will keep my eyes on you, Jesus. You are all I need, the light that guides my feet. Your word is more precious than gold. I will keep my eyes on you, yeah. Oh, keep my eyes on you.
Friends, I really hope you guys enjoyed this week's service. I know I did. It was so much fun to learn more about worship and what it really means. I think that it's so cool that we don't even need to just worship through music. I know that we call it that at church, but really everything we do at church is worship. I think that that is so cool, and I really, really hope that you guys find a way that you love to worship God and that you really connect to Him through. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Church at Home this week. I will see you all next week. Bye.